You have to sit really quietly, okay? I remind Emily in a whisper. Where's Gramps? She asks in a tiny voice that shatters my already fragile heart. He's in the coffin, sweetheart. I tell her again, dragging a sodden tissue across my nose. She peers towards the front of the church. In the brown box? She asks curiously, glancing sideways at me with her big hazel eyes. Yes, darling. I take her hand as the minister starts to speak. Mum reaches for my other hand. She's trembling. Emily wriggles on her bottom, looking up at the cream stone archways and the high oak beams overhead. Perhaps it was wrong of me to bring a 3.5-year-old to a funeral. The thought of leaving my daughter today was more than I could bear. In some ways, it's good to have a distraction. It means I have to hold myself together. Is that a dragon? She asks, her high-pitched voice piping up over the sound of the minister's solemn address. Shh, baby. I repeat softly, imploringly. Look, she insists, pointing past my shoulder to the left-hand wall of the church. I indulge her, following her gaze to a stained glass window that does indeed appear to feature a large golden red dragon being slain by St. George. But before I can say anything in agreement, I see him. My George. Shock detonates my insides. His head is bowed, and his burnt caramel-coloured hair is riddled with familiar-looking curls. Coupled with the strong shape of his jaw and his high cheekbones, he's instantly recognisable. Mum lets go of my hand and I quickly face forward again, my heart pounding against my ribcage. I realise with a start that Mum is standing up along with everyone else, so I hasten to do the same, my fingers fumbling with the order of service as the opening chords of Jerusalem surge from the church organ. The congregation begins to sing, but I can't find the words, and then Mum is holding the right page in front of me. Her voice is weak, wavering and full of emotion. This is one of Dad's all-time favourite songs, and I want to do it justice. Do him justice. But I can't catch my breath. Emily climbs up onto the pew, so once again I'm sidetracked, making sure she doesn't fall. I feel an overwhelming, overbearing surge of longing for Theo. I've grown used to coping alone, somehow. But there are times when I really need him. And this is one of those times. George is here. The realisation slams into me after all these years. I feel the presence of him prickling over my skin. He's 2 rows behind me and it's hard not to turn around. Have you seen me, George? Have you noticed Emily? Do you know about her? About Theo? Jamie is speaking. I was asked if I'd like to say something, but how could I get up and talk at a time like this? I don't understand how Jamie can. He sounds so strong, so composed. I force myself to concentrate. He never raised his voice. He never lifted a hand in anger. He persevered when things got tough, and he always listened with empathy and patience. He gave so many children and young people stability and consistency, and above all that, he gave them love. I would not be the man I am without him. Jamie continues to speak, but my mind is all over the place. A murmur of laughter disrupts the sound of other mourners sniffling, but I don't know what Jamie has said to amuse them. I'm numb, in shock from so much more than my beloved father having a fatal heart attack out in the fields. After living his life for others, how could he die alone? At that thought, grief swallows me whole. Mum clasps my hand again, her own body giving way to shuddering sobs, and Emily clambers onto my lap and loops her soft little arms around my neck. Jamie catches my eye from up at the lectern, and his face crumples. He breaks off and hunches over, and it suddenly sounds as though the whole congregation is falling apart with us.